Morning students, today we are going to learn Political Science first lesson post World War political developments. In the first part of the video we learned about the international system, interdependence, background of the contemporary world, First World War and Second World War. Now in this part we are going to learn about the Cold War. America and the Soviet Union, who were allies, became rivals soon after the end of the Second World War. Their rivalry, described as Cold War, lasted for over 45 years from 1945 to 1991. The term Cold War describes a situation where there is no actual war, but such intense tension that may lead to war. America was already a superpower and the Soviet Union aspired to become a superpower by making nuclear weapons and by increasing its military might. The struggle for power, arm race, differences in ideologies, attitude of checkmating each other by strategies and counter strategies gave rise to the Cold War. Effects of the Cold War. Creation of military organizations. America formed North Atlantic Treaty Organization (NATO) and the Soviet Union formed Warsaw Pact. The superpowers took up the responsibility of the security of the countries joining their military organizations. Bipolarization of the world. Most countries joined either of the two power blocs. Such a division of the nations of the world in two groups is bipolarization. The scope of the Cold War increased and the sphere of tension spread due to bipolarization. Arms race. The superpowers started producing destructive weapons on a large scale to outsmart each other. However, they realized that the arms race endangered the world peace. This realization led to efforts in the direction of arms control and disarmament. Creation of regional organizations. Regional organizations were created to ensure mutual cooperation in the context of the superpower rivalry. Economic development was considered to be more important. European countries formed European Economic Community and Southeast Asian countries formed as Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Creation of non-alignment. Non-alignment. In the period of Cold War, while the world was becoming bipolar, there were some countries which did not want to join the superpower rivalry. Such nations decided to stay away out of the Cold War rivalry. Their policy is known as non-alignment. Non-alignment was an important movement during the Cold War. Non-aligned movement. The Asian and African countries which became independent after the Second World War supported the idea of non-alignment. This movement started from 1961 under the leadership of India's Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, President of Yugoslavia Marshal Tito, President of Egypt Gamal Abdel Nasser, President of Indonesia Dr. Sukarno and Prime Minister of Ghana Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Violation of the non-aligned movement. The non-aligned movement has opposed colonialism, imperialism and racism. It has encouraged and supported peaceful resolution of international disputes. The non-aligned movement is based on eternal principles of humanism, global peace and equality. It has inspired the less developed countries to come together and put forth the problems of poor, undeveloped countries firmly. It had made a demand of new international economic order. It has taken a firm stand on disarmament and fostering human rights. It has brought several new streams of economic and social changes into international politics. It gave confidence to developing countries to assert themselves with self-respect in international politics. End of the Cold War. The Cold War came to an end in 1991 due to the following reasons. First one, the Soviet Union adopted the policy of opening up the economy and loosened control over the economy. Mikhail Gorbachev, the president of the Soviet Union, implemented the policies of restructuring and openness. Due to these policies, the control over the media was reduced and political and economic spheres were restructured. This gave an impetus to democracy. The countries in East Europe overthrew dictatorial regimes and adopted the capitalism and democracy. The Soviet Union disintegrated and several new nations emerged out of it, and Russia was the biggest country. Post-Cold War world. The following changes came about in world politics after the end of the Cold War. America remained the only superpower in world politics. A conducive atmosphere for the growth in trade and economic relations between and among nations prevailed. There was free flow of capital, labor, market, technology, and information and ideas throughout the world. As all nations of the world decided to give priority to trade relations, the ideas of giving aid was replaced by efforts to establish economic relations. The description of opposing nations changed from enemy nation to rival nation. The United Nations now has to take concrete steps to maintain global peace and security. The issues like environmental protection, fostering of human rights, gender equality, and management of natural calamities have acquired a global dimension. Now, globalization. Trade and economic relations among nations became open with the end of Cold War. Revolution in information technology transformed the world. The boundaries of nations no longer remained. There was free flow of capital, labor, technology, and information. There was free flow of ideas among the people globally. Economics of different countries were now linked to each other. There are some benefits of globalizations as there was economic unification, the trade increased, there was availability of quality products in plenty. Instead of these benefits, some demerits of the globalizations are. Globalization has failed to close the gap between the poor and rich nations. The benefits of free trade have not reached the poor nations. In this way, in this chapter, we studied the global developments from 1945 onwards. We understood the world in the Cold War period, the arms race, and the efforts of disarmament. We also learned about the meaning of globalization.